Oh God, guys, what? I can't even keep my head straight today. Yeah, man, there's a lot of bullish stuff going on. Man, where did it all go? Where did all the fear go? Well, we're gonna dive into that today. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you guys are doing okay. I don't even know where my head's at. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? Oh yeah. Guys, we're at 129 subs. What? On the 129th live stream. Wow. Huge, guys. I cannot believe we are here. We made it. Bitcoin sitting at 50K, 58,151 currently on September 12th, the day after, the big towers came down, tumbling down. Hope you guys doing okay. Hope you guys doing all right. Hope your bags are packed and you're not doing anything stupid. Right? Now you tell him, Oscar. You tell him. As we get into the market and the sentiment. Where we at? Crypto Chaos. This is where we're at. Boom! Bitcoin. Yeah, dude, Godzilla's walking in here today. He's just like, when's it my turn? When's it my turn to take over? And literally stomp all over our charts. Look at this. Look at this crazy little price action we got going on here. It's kind of funny. Again, toot my own horn a little bit. But kind of gave us a really good run for our money last night. I was spot on yet again. Look at this crazy nuts. Crazy nonsense. This is the night before prior. And then, of course, last night. Look at this. I've almost predicted the peaks and the drops again. A little high. Not going to lie. A little high there. Didn't quite even hit that top target yet. We got to break out of that zone, man. We've been sitting here trading 55, 58K now for quite a long time. We're going to get into how long. And the current market sentiment is where we're headed at now. Let's get into it. Guys, oh my God. I'm super bullish tonight. I just been talking with my folks tonight, just trying to get people to understand more and more every single day. You don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be left behind. The boat is going to leave the station and the train or the rocket ship, wherever you want to get on, man. This rocket's going to the moon. We're going to get there soon enough. Before you know it, next week's looking pretty damn bullish with the Fed rate cut inbound. Right now we're looking at the heat map brought to you by Kimba, the White Snow Lion. Anime reference for those who know. Not endorsed. I just really like the anime references in my show. Not gonna lie. But yeah, Bitcoin currently sitting at 58,120 right now tonight. And it looks like there's really what's left. We're gonna get punched right through this 58.2 hopefully before the end of the live stream. And then there's really tiny little sell-offs making our way back up to 59K. There's going to be a lot of resistance up there, 58.9, 59, and then of course 60K psychological level. All right, pushing on through. Here we go. As we print basically an average of $3 to $8 billion every single day. Here we are, 35,368,000,000 on the current ticker. U.S. national debt is unheard of, man. It's just nuts. Who thought we were going to be born into this, guys? That's why we're in Bitcoin. And of course, don't forget our other honorable mention out to the liability of Social Security and Medicare, approaching almost $70 trillion. Insane. That's almost double what we owe. The whole enchilada. All right, fear and greed for the stonks. We're going to refresh that real quick. Sitting at 43 in fear, just right on the tip of neutral. I mean, why? Fed rate cut tomorrow, next week, right? Wednesday next week. And then we have already today we already have the Central Bank of Europe already issuing rate cuts. And the other side of the world's they're already doing it. They did a 25 basis rate cut today. Just spoilers. You guys didn't pay attention. There's a lot going on. It's hard to keep track of everything, man. 31 in fear and greed before the stream. Currently sitting at 32. Why are we fudding anything? This is our bullish stream tonight, man. This is the one of the bullish streams I've ever had. I think I got a whole bunch of stuff to go over, and we haven't done When Moon in a while. We're gonna do that as well. It's a lot of fun. $101 still sitting in flat zone territory. Nothing really new here. Of course, it's just downtrend for the year, right? Bitcoin go up, dollar go down. It's pretty simple math. Anyway, look at this, guys. On the day, on the hour, on the week, on the month, on the year. Green all around. Look at this. What a great lineup for the bullish stream of the year. But yeah, look at this. This is insane. On the year, on the week, on the month. What's on down in the month? What's really still down? A Polygon. Wow. Buy some Polygon, dude. Still down on the month. This is a huge indicator right now. The ones that really stand out. You can make a really big turnaround for sure on some of these red ones still in red on the month. After all this, oh my God, Atom's still down 15% on the month. Ethereum's still down 10% on the month. Are you kidding me? Again, number 2, Mac Daddy, Ethereum. Man, it's always bullish to be buying some of these. But everything's up. Everything's up huge today. Oh my God. On the week, things are up like 20-30% on average. On the day, things are up around 10-12% on average. Sui's up 12%. We're going to get into why. It's huge news. Again, very bullish stream. Very, very bullish stream planned ahead today. Sats is up 5%. I mean, it's hard to throw a rock and not hit something green today. It really is. Helium's down 3%. It's almost easier to cover the stuff that's still down. ICP, wow, I'm surprised. ICP down almost 3% on the day. Aave, what? Aave's doing amazing. Apparently had its little bit of a pullback. It needed it. It's been going pretty well. Totally different chart compared to the rest of these altcoins, guys. Aave has been just like breaking out. Graph, of course, doing really good. Dude, everything's really great today. Oh, we're coming back down now in the hour. All right, we're done. We're done talking about all the green stuff while we're still green. But yeah, sounds good, looks good. I'm excited. Here's my favorite key indicator, guys. Of course, that is Bitcoin. How many Bitcoin are left across all exchanges in the entire world? Well, CoinGlass will tell you. And every day we're just digging down deeper into the bucket to get what little we can. Look at that, 2.35 million that's left for everyone to buy. That's, of course, counting the 450 released today from the miners. Come on, we shouldn't be fading any of this stuff. This is huge, a huge indicator for all crypto assets. Don't fade this. Buy some Bitcoin, buy some Sui, buy some anything, man. Whatever you're into. Polygon, JASMY, Bitcoin of Japan. Of course, I gotta mention JASMY. It's my favorite. It's my favorite altcoin this run for sure. All right. And of course, we got the holdings of the ETFs, the tracker on the ETFs. BlackRock still sitting at 357,000 Bitcoins. Again, just kind of keeping everything steady and clean and clear from the sell-off. I did hear today that, it's not even listed on here anymore. ARK Invest has sold off. I think it was like $60 million or worth of Bitcoin. I'm surprised it's not on the top holdings on Pay Apollo. Dang it, man. We really got to go up. There it is. 942 Bitcoins sold off by ARK Invest, ARK shares today. That's unfortunate for ARK, man. I was really hoping Kathy to be still in the running for third, but it may not happen. And the total net inflows is negative 766 Bitcoin today, but it don't matter. It don't matter. We're going to continue into the bullish sentiment in the evening. All right, top 10 assets in the entire crypto space. Nothing really moving. Tron still sitting at number 9. Tron still sitting at number 10. Cardano holding on to 11 and Avalanche at 12. And our honorable mention, where is JASMY at? Where's JASMY? It's like our Fine Waldo segment. Still sitting at 64. Still bullish for the Jazzy, man. The Jasmine. All right. Top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still sitting at number 10 at $1.14 trillion in market cap. Berkshire Hathaway still tumbling a little bit underneath that $1 trillion in market cap. Oh, man, what a mouthful. And, of course, here we go. This is the big question of the day. The big question of the day. Is Bitcoin still in a fire sale? I swear, guys, I did not peak tonight. I did not peak. Let's take a look. Are we still in a fire sale? Oh my God, we're still in a fire sale, guys. Hope you're still buying. Hopefully you guys are not doing anything stupid and you're buying some Bitcoin as we burn another Benny on the Bitcoin fire sale. What's what we got to do, man? We got, of course, with our favorite trusty Bitcoin pizza lighter. There it goes. There it goes. Bye bye, Benny. Another Benny. This is the 8th one live on the stream, guys. As we've had only 8 days in the fire sale range this year. Crazy. We're singeing her. She wants to stop, though. Benny, you gotta burn like a good boy, Benny. What are you doing, Benny? Benny, no. Oh my God, I'm gonna burn the whole studio down. This is when accidents happen. Is when Benny doesn't go up in flames right away like he's supposed to. Uh-oh, there it is. Oh no! No, Benny! All right, it's art. It's art, guys. It's art. Okay. It's going to my collage. All right. There's Benny. Bye-bye, Benny. Benny's bye-bye. No more Benny. All right. Moving on. All right. Bitcoin, of course, in the fire sale. Hopefully, you guys are accumulating these ranges. When are we going to end the fire sale? Well, I'll tell you. When Bitcoin gets back above 59.7, which could happen. Could happen by the end of this week. You never know. We never know. Although lower volatility does tend to, it does kind of slow down by the end of the week, right? And then you get into the weekend, unless some of the big institutions decide to buy in the weekend, like they usually do. Michael Saylor, of course, is still planning another $2 billion, what is it, $2 billion worth of Bitcoin? No, it can't be that much. It's ridiculous how much Bitcoin he's accumulating. The Mac Daddy Saylor himself. Oh man, we got someone hitting the cover too. It's of course the Bitcoin bullish episode tonight. First movers, America tops 58,000 Bitcoin after the U.S. tech stocks rise this afternoon. That's right. Of course, no one's talking about this. I just mentioned it. Off the back of as well as the European Central Bank slashing rates. They announced it today. So there's a lot of bullish momentum going, but everything's still marked up in fear. It's nuts. It's nuts, right? I don't know why. Well, recessionary fears, of course, but they can't afford to get us into a recession again because we will retaliate. I'm sure that America's not going to like that. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Everything bullish up as hell today. CoinDesk 20 index 2.2%. Bitcoin's up 2.5% roughly. Ethereum's up a percentage. good boy, Ethereum. S&P 500's up 1% today. Gold's up 0.11% today. If you guys are a big fan of gold, here's about $15,000 worth of gold right in my hand right there. No big deal. The Nikkei, of course, the Japanese stock exchange is up 3.4%. As they should be, man. The yen is dead. It's been a while since we actually looked at the yen. Let's take a quick peek. Are they still at 300% debt to GDP? Yes, they are. Look at that. It's ticking upward even beyond 302% in Japan. They are definitely throwing their money at assets right now, guys. They really have. They have to. Their currency's dead. It's unfortunate. I love Japan, and hopefully we can get them to become the crypto nation of the world, or of course, America. We want to vote for Team America, red, white, and blue. River, welcome. Damn, how's it going, River? It's been a while. Man, it's crazy. We got the full bull out tonight. I've gone over all the top crazy bullish news tonight. Dude, Samson Mao's got this whole world going again. It's crazy. I can't wait to see. Yeah, everyone's disappointed when it doesn't happen. But it's super bullish because he makes some. You have to hear him. We're going to play that in a bit. But yeah, look at this. This is what we're talking about, Sui. This is why Sui's up 8% today. Grayscale makes a huge XRP move as well as Sui, creating new crypto trusts for these two projects. Where does that go? Well, as we've seen before, with every crypto trust they've ever created, we get an ETF. So that's what's going on right now on the backs of Grayscale. And yeah, they're still kind of holding on to Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin's kind of slipping into their mini ETF. Since the fees are still higher on the legacy one. Anyway, Grayscale will launch its first XRP trust. Fox Business reported the move paves way for a potential spot Ethereum. It's so sick of this normal buzzwords. The potential spot XRP ETF. XRP, guys, is going into an ETF. Very soon, apparently. Crypto asset manager Grayscale has taken the step toward launching the XRP exchange-traded fund. Fox Business has learned. The report has stated that Grayscale will announce the launch of its first U.S. XRP trust, which will offer accredited investors direct exposure to XRP. Of course, those who do not want to own their own assets in their own wallet and don't want to do the legwork, they can get an asset manager to hold it for them. That's what this is for people like them. So yeah, they are proud to announce the creation of a single asset crypto investment fund, Grayscale XRP Trust, which will be available through private placement, available to eligible accredited investors. Please read the release, and there it is there. You guys catch that on the Twitter. All right, moving on. There's a lot to go through. Trump, this is interesting. Guys, you believe this? Trump rejects second Harris debate. This came out a few hours before we started the live stream. I don't know what to say. Hopefully this gets revamped or revisited. I don't know why he would not want to be in front. Again, everything sticks to Trump, man. Good news, bad news, it don't matter. Any news is news for Trump. But I'm hoping that we at least maybe get I don't know how they're going to be able to push this, but my perfect world scenario would be, hey, let the prosecutors debate each other. Let's get RFK to debate Kamala Harris. Although that's completely unpresidential. I don't think it's anywhere near traditional means. But nothing is traditional in our current market or our current presidential campaign, right? Nothing. This is weird. This whole cycle is weird. Anyway, so that's what's going on apparently. I just want to keep you guys in the know. And then, of course, Trump presidency could propel Bitcoin to 125,000 by the end of the year. Or Harris could send it back to 75K. Standard Chartered comes out with this prediction. That's a pretty, it's kind of a, we know. It's kind of my sentiment too. I mean, I don't think it's really going to hurt Bitcoin in the long run either way, because again, all the money printing, right? I mean, they're literally going to print money to oblivion. They're gonna force the price of housing to go through the roof with that first-time home buyers, a $25,000 credit, right? There's no way that's not going to affect the markets. There's no way. We don't have a fair market with Harris, unfortunately, in office. So expect a lot of money printing, a lot of Bitcoin going against the dollar in the direction it should. And with Trump, I'm not going to finish reading this whole thing because it's just pretty, I feel it's like obvious to us, guys. It's obvious to us what's going to happen. If you've been in the space long enough, you know XRP spikes 8% as Grayscale launches XRP Trust in the US. Of course, we just went into that. I do have the Sui one lined up as well. I must have threw a double of that one up here. But yeah, Kamala Harris election odds increase on Polymarket after Tuesday night debate. It's kind of, again, going into the current rhetoric. It's pretty much at 50-50 still. I mean, again, this is Polymarket. Again, we only cover it because Polymarket is running on the Polygon blockchain. Of course, Ethereum layer 2. And it's cool to see people using this. Look at that. They're neck and neck now. So, meh. It is what it is. People are going to bet on whatever they want. And you know what? I feel like eventually you're going to get more of a payout if you're going to vote against the winner anyway. So you've got to get betting odds. You got to get betting odds going. Okay, moving on. Viter, I didn't want to dive too much into this, but Ethereum, Vitalik is also amping up pressure on layer 2 networks to decentralize further. Apparently today he's approaching some criteria meant to showcase the roll-ups that they tend to rely on, yada, yada, yada. We'll see. We'll see if anything gets on with that. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because it's still early. It's still early for them to make any huge changes to Ethereum after the last upgrade. The Russian central bank targets a July 2025 for a widespread digital use of the ruble. Guys, Russia's in it. They already know what's up. They are going into digital assets and they're mining Bitcoin in Russia. So this is not slowing down. It's only ramping up. So the Bank of Russia wants the country's largest bank to support a digital ruble for retail and commercial use by the July of next year. The banks will need to enable the customers to open and top up digital ruble accounts, make transfers, and accept digital rubles in their infrastructure. The central bank said Thursday that after that it is planned to launch the widespread use of the digital national currency. It is important that it is available to citizens and businesses, and if they desire, they can freely use it on an equal basis with cash and non-cash funds. This is, of course, coming back out. It's going to be, digital CBDC, guys. It's going to be a CBDC. And everyone in Russia is going to use this. I ignore the propaganda, but pay attention if we do get some more propaganda. But it looks like every citizen is going to be encouraged to use this as the country itself is mining and using Bitcoin to transact with other countries. So keep that in mind as well. So that's the news. And here's the big one, guys. Here's the big one. Samson Mao came out with this. I think it was yesterday or the day before. We talked about it briefly, but I wanted to just get the clip because the way he described this is very, very bullish. I just love the wording on this.
Talk about that full bull market FOMO mode. I know you made headlines earlier this year when you said that Bitcoin could reach $1 million this year, and if not this year, 2025. Do you still stand behind that?
I think so. The market's wrong. Like, Bitcoin is massively undervalued right now at whatever it is, 56,000-7,000 per coin.
58.2 currently.
And again, reiterating what I'm saying, there is just so little Bitcoin out there. You can't double your holdings as a large entity at this point. So it's going to shoot up. The pressure has to be alleviated in other ways. So what I see right now is Bitcoin's like a beach ball, and we're pushing it underwater right now, and people are starting to get bored. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's paper Bitcoin shorting Bitcoin and pushing the price down, but that is not sustainable simply because there's so much buy demand. Every quarter, Tether is going to be buying Bitcoin. Every couple months, MicroStrategy is buying, Semler is buying, and we're going to see more and more of that. One of the largest pension funds in the world in Korea is allocating to MicroStrategy now. So you can see the tide already turning. But just like in The Big Short, the market takes time to realize what's happening. It's always going to be the people that are paying attention to Bitcoin that see all these factors and are allocating to it. This is why Michael Saylor is going to try to buy as much as he can right now.
And the last thing I want to ask you, Samson, before
Oh yeah, and then the best thing ever,
touched
of course.
a little bit on you working with different nation states. Are there any particular nations that you can tell us about that have a really progressive take, or they have a really progressive policy or look at what they want to do with Bitcoin?
I think there is always more interest when the price is going up and when the price is flat.
It's unfortunate when that
Yeah.
happens, right? Because it's definitely harder to buy in when the price is up.
But there's definitely a comparison. If you look at ordinary people, they want to buy Bitcoin when it's at all-time highs. They're not interested when we're down
That's
at
when the
in
normies get in.
right? And it's the same thing.
Unfortunately.
Like everyone buys Bitcoin everyone gets Bitcoin at the price they deserve. But we do have a lot of interesting conversations going on. The challenge is for us working on nation-state adoption is that we have to work with the governments, and there's a lot of turnover, and there are a lot of challenges internally to work with these governments. Sometimes we make a lot of headway, and the government's overthrown, and we have to start from zero. So it's a process. It's not like walking into Walmart to buy a toaster.
I believe that. I mean, I follow the news, and I 100% believe it is not like walking into Walmart to
And
buy
then
a
make
toaster.
a little tease here.
I guess take us home here. Given the work that you do with nation states, the conversations you're having behind closed doors, you may have a little bit more intel than the rest of us who are just watching what happens via various media platforms.
It certainly does.
Does the work you do, the conversations you have they changed the way you look at Bitcoin from a market's perspective?
I don't think it really changes the way I look at Bitcoin. I just look at it and I think it's incredible that we're sitting where we're at today and we're not above 100,000 just because of all the market conditions. And I think it just has to do with people being unaware of the key properties of Bitcoin, why you want Bitcoin, and the incredible scarcity of Bitcoin. But it is changing because, we haven't done any big announcements, but we have been meeting with politicians and regulators throughout the world this year, and we are telling them these things. And usually at the end of those meetings, you see a light behind their eyes, like they're thinking about it now that we've laid it out flat for them on the table, and they're seeing that okay, there's not a lot left. And if we wait for, say, the strategic Bitcoin reserve, if Trump wins, well, you're going to get the same thing. You're going to have the U.S. with the lion's share of Bitcoin, and you'll be lucky if you have 100. Right at that point, it'll be the exact same scenario as the ETF. So I think we just have to keep on working and pushing that, and hopefully we get a second El Salvador this year. I'm hoping it will be Argentina personally. But the second one will likely kick things into high gear.
Are you hoping it will be Argentina, or do you maybe know it's going to be Argentina?
I cannot confirm or deny.
Yeah, it's a pretty
All
big
right.
smile there, Samson.
Samson, at the beginning of the show, I asked you if you were watching. You asked me if I meant...
Yeah, so that's what he was asked a few days ago, and his response is just ecstatic. Again, we are held back, and in the beginning of that interview, you'd also alluded to paper Bitcoin, right? The futures holding us back, with us going back and forth with leverage in trading. It's unsustainable for Bitcoin at these levels. The scarcity is not. I mean, it's just unprecedented. There's no way you can keep this going forever. So at some point, the bubble is going to pop. And Bitcoin will be at a crazy number, Max Kaiser has predicted in the past. 350,000 is a fair value for Bitcoin, according to Max Kaiser, right? Man, for a year and a half he's been saying that. We're going to wake up one day and it's just going to melt faces. We're going to be in realized gain territory for everyone across the world. It's just going to be a behemoth. to wake up to. So yeah, and then he was also asked at the very end this very, very important, very, very important question. What is he? What is he
TV
watching
or the
right
markets?
now?
We talked about the markets. What are you watching on TV?
I'm watching Kaiju number 8 on Netflix. It's really good.
Look at that,
Okay,
Kaiju number 8. So I've also had this little bromance going with Samson for a long time now on the stream. You guys that have been watching and might be familiar with, of course. I have a personal belief that he is also an otaku himself, because he keeps leading into things like that. We've also seen Transformers in his background of his office or study. And I think Macross as well. Again, anime references all over the place. So pretty cool fellow otaku. Hopefully I meet him one day or talk to him one day. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see how crazy we go with this channel. But yeah, that's what's going on with the $1 million Bitcoin prediction still in play for 2024. What? Insane. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. And we'll just have to live and find out, right? All right, moving on. TuneOut FM music streaming project is on Hedera now and is going to get a $50 million capital commitment. Just a little bit of a positive spin on, again, everything moving to Web3, whether that's Napster, Grokster, BitTorrents, all the stuff from Web 2 even, like old school Web 1, going to blockchain now. We've got Telegram, right? We've got Gari Network now becoming the newer, contender to YouTube on Web3. Don't think that Web3 is not going to have some sort of YouTube spin-off adoption later or conversion later. Yeah, we'll just have to see how that all rolls into it. But yeah, this does not end. And so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see, again, music streaming like Spotify, Pandora, now going to be created on the blockchain. We'll see where that goes. We'll keep an eye on stuff like that. Most Americans think there will be another world war between the next decade. Oh no! Hopefully it won't come, but this is not what we're talking about tonight. We're in Hopium tonight. FTX and Alameda unstake $24 million in Solana. I do have a Hopium spin on this though, because last time we got FUD and people faded Solana. You know what happened? Well, I can show you on the chart what happened. Because no one was paying attention to that sleeping dragon when the fear was all rampant on Solana, and FTX was found in connection or had been attributing to donations to Solana blockchain. Where were we back in 2023? Well, when all that news and FUD and everything rolled on over into it, Solana was trading at around, it brought it all the way back down to, what was it? That was 2022 right there. 12, 13 bucks, something like that. And even in the midst of it, when everyone was, again, swallowed by the FUD and fear of Solana's connection with FTX and the proposed sell-offs and everything else, the Sleeping Dragon, sitting at $18, had the announcement, of course, partnering up in testing on Visa. Right? I mean, we cannot ignore the past when it comes to what's going to happen in the future. Things don't, they tend to work out in a similar fashion. I'm not saying this is going to be the same thing, but it seems like it's almost going into round 2, Solana, FUD, fear, dump, and then now, we're going to get some crazy sentiment later, and it's going to pump like crazy again. But yeah, it seems like it's in play right now. So watch out for your Solana bags. Maybe buy some and take advantage of course, a potential sell-off coming soon to Solana near you. Solana at risk of huge dump. So, but personally, I think what's going to happen, they've been talking about this, of course, for the majority of the year. There's probably going to be an out-of-the-counter, over-the-counter, right, sale that's going to pretty much wipe out all of the extra tokens with little to no change in price or volatility. So, just keep an eye out. Of course, you guys are invested into Solana blockchain. I, of course, have a huge bag myself, and I'm excited for Solana in the future. All right. Moving on. Coinbase, we talked about this briefly. There were rumors of it, and here it is. The announcement is today. The one-to-one backed Ethereum-based token that is, of course, wrapped Bitcoin, not true Bitcoin. Be careful with that. Any wrapped coins are definitely a lot more riskier to hold because they had to be settled on the blockchain and then restored back into their original asset. So yeah, of course that came out today. Just want to again mention it. I'm not a huge proponent of it. Anywho, Bitcoin set for a major surge as key indicators signal upcoming bull run. Guys, what's going on? Bitcoin eyes 380K. What did we talk about? Max Kaiser's predicted Bitcoin true value and 350,000. Peak as the US M2 money supply and Chinese bonds signal an upcoming surge in price for Bitcoin. Imminent MACD crossover predicts that Bitcoin's bull run. Historical trends suggest major gains. Post patterns show that Bitcoin rallies post MACD crossover with the US M2 money supply and Chinese bonds aligning. Bitcoin seems poised for a robust upward movement with a comparison of primary economic data and market signals show that Bitcoin could undergo a significant increase in value soon. The anticipation can be attributed to the comprehensive analysis of the MACD, the moving average, convergence, divergence on the U.S. money supply, the M2 guys, in connection with the 10-year. Yeah, we just read that twice now, man. These run-on articles, they drive me nuts. But yeah, it's showing the chart here, basically showing you, of course, the inverse correlation with Bitcoin. It's always been this way. When the money goes down, Bitcoin rallies like hell, and the bull run begins. Looks like we're about ready to bottom out for the blue one's the dollar. What is the blue one the dollar? Do we not have an index on here? It's so tiny I can't even see it. Is that even the index? I don't know. I can't read it on this chart. But yeah, that's of course the M2 money supply and the MACD crossover into the Chinese 10-year treasury bonds. Oh man, who's holding these damn bonds still? Did you really believe the bond over the assets market? I don't know. Anyway, let's look into the normies for the evening. Actually, no, before we do that, we're going to dive a little bit into MicroStrategy and When Moon. Of course, we're going to get into some market predictions. We're going to do a little bit of retirement fun. I spent the whole afternoon doing some research into this for a family or friend. And yeah, thought I'd just roll it into the show tonight since it's fresh in my brain. That's what we do when it's fresh in our brain, right? Oh, God. Anyway, so Michael Saylor, of course, came out on the news this week, and he said this. I'm just going to connect this into our When Moon price predictions.
It's been a great journey since August 10th of 2020. MicroStrategy's bought about $8.3 billion worth of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's up 44% a year on average.
44%
since then. The S&P's
a year.
up 12%. And since we levered it,
on average,
we're up 825%. The number one performing stock in the S&P is NVIDIA, up 821% as of Friday. So we beat every single company in the S&P index using a Bitcoin strategy.
So, big takeaway from that. Michael Saylor, of course, very, very responsible businessman, right? Risked his entire company on Bitcoin. And has won hugely from it. MicroStrategy, of course, going from a $10, $12 stock in 2020 to what it is trading for today, about $130. Huge gains for this old legacy, business, right? Huge. They were going basically attempting to go bankrupt. And then, of course, bought Bitcoin strategy and has massively appreciated since. Can you do the same thing? Question mark. Of course you have the potential to do the same thing. Maybe not the same amount of gains. Maybe not with a 0% loan and $8 billion worth of capital. But you can do the similar thing with your own bags as well. If you have Bitcoin right now, if you have at least one Bitcoin, When Moon is an API platform that can show you a predicted evaluation of your portfolio and when you can retire off of your Bitcoin. Guys, it's awesome. I go over this at least once or twice a month. It's one of my favorite predictive tools for estimating when I would like to retire and when you can retire. It's fun. It's fun to speculate. It's fun to pretend. But yeah, Observable HQ, you guys can get that on that website up there. And yeah, it's fun. Just type in When Moon on Google. You'll find it. Anyhow, so basically you just put in the desired information here. We put in, of course, our stack size at 1 Bitcoin, just for a reference. Our desired income in today's dollars, of course, today's dollars being represented due to inflation, because the next box, of course, is the annual supply increase, or also known as the inflation, the U.S. inflation, what it currently is. Right around 12.5, realistically, maybe even up to 15%. But and then of course the annual Bitcoin appreciation rate, which you just heard Sailor say, has been an average of about 43 to 45% on the year to year since they adopted that strategy. So that's just kind of putting in whatever information you feel comfortable with your risk tolerance, and you can get the predicted retirement date for your bags. Do you hold 1 Bitcoin? Well, if you do, you could potentially retire by 2032 with $100,000 every single year for the rest of your life. Yes, you can. Even breaks down a chart where you can break in and out of your, your holdings. If you wanted to maybe take more off the table, it does not. It actually gives you the entire day, the entire exit strategy in terms of days. How many of that is that also in sats? On the first day of your retirement, it will be on September 15th, 2032. So just about 7 years from now, you could retire on $1.4 million. Your stack will be estimated to be worth, of course, more or less in those ranges. Of course, Michael Saylor predicting a $13 million Bitcoin by, what was it, 2045? Who knows where we could actually land up, especially with inflation, if that goes into hyperinflation, if we get a Bitcoin standard here in the United States, or if we, there's so many outcomes, I don't want to get into it. But anyway, your first daily withdrawal will be 51,000 sats worth almost $800 every single day for the rest of your known life after 2032. And of course, you can play with this. If you say, hey, I can survive on more than 100K, you can, again, adjust that for yourself. Say you can live off 60,000. That's pretty average income now for most people. Say your stack size, maybe you have 2 Bitcoin. Maybe you don't even have 2 Bitcoin. Maybe you have like half a Bitcoin. I mean, you can put whatever you want here and get your desired exit strategy for Bitcoin in retirement. If you wanted to retire off your Bitcoin. So right here, if you had half a Bitcoin, you wanted to retire on $60,000 per year, you could do it in 2033. Half a Bitcoin. That's 30 grand right now, roughly. So you can go even smaller. Say you have 10% of a Bitcoin. Right now, that's about $6,000. We're getting a little bit more obtainable for most people, right? And say you can even retire on $50,000 a year. If you can live off that, maybe you have multiple family home. Maybe you're not just a single bachelor like me, right? Living in a dystopian future apartment. But yeah, you could say live off $50,000, and of course the appreciation rate of Bitcoin is still around 43% on average, and the inflation is still sitting at 12.5. Yeah, you could retire by 2039. On 0.1 Bitcoin, guys. That's nothing. That's 10% of a Bitcoin. So you again have some fun with this. Again, it gives you so much data. Like, look at this here. It even shows you like the appreciation rate of your Bitcoin as you exit your retirement into your later years. Honestly, I don't want to say demise, but later years, right? It's just so much data, unnecessary amount of data, and of course the formula that breaks it all down. It's insane. Of course, if you want, you can also tip the creator of this API. I believe it's somewhere right over here. There it is, in Sats, of course. Booyah. So take a look at that. Have some fun with it. Of course, that's observablehq.com. Just type in when moon ? In Google. You'll find it. Fun. I love that. I love that, man. Every time we go over that, I just get giddy. Oh, man. Especially if you can retire right now. You put it in your stack, you'll find out. All right. Of course, we're looking at the normies tonight. I think I do have some stuff saved we haven't gone over yet. Some of the normie things. Let's get into that. Can I not go into my my main page tonight? What is going on? Come on. There we go. The normies, of course, follow me on Twitter and all the likes. Yeah, we showed this the other day. Of course, this is the dog reference to the Kamala debate.
They're eating the
yeah,
pets
he got
of the
so much flack on that. But he was referring to a
Why'd
real
you
event,
kill the
of course.
cat?
I don't want to play the whole thing. Last time I got flagged for it. But anyway, there's that. That's happening right now. I don't think I have any other new memes or anything. RFK did come out and, of course, say his piece on, just how one-sided the debate was and how biased it was. And you can tell by the questions asked and, of course, the rhetoric. Oh, and then here we go, of course. If you would have put $100 a month in Bitcoin versus gold since 2014, well, you'd have a lot of money. You'd have a lot of money. A ridiculous amount of money. Against Bitcoin, or just saving your money in fiat, of course, in dollars. This is what you would have. It's funny because almost 1-to-1 for a very long time, the dollar and gold really went nowhere. Bitcoin's doing its thing up here. I'm not even paying attention to that. No one apparently is. I'm not yet until about now. And there it is. Yep. So guys, just a daily reminder. Don't fade this market. Why? Because numbers go up.
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
It's going up forever, Laura.
Right.
Forever. All right. So yeah, I didn't show that one yet. That one's fun. Oh yeah, there was Biden doing his Biden things. Oh, that's fun too. More, of course, AI for your viewing pleasure. Oh God! Oh my God!
As it skates through various terrain,
is this what the normies like?
It enjoys its favorite snack, ice
cream. And it's got David Attenborough,
Don't be fooled, though, as this is in a sense
narrating the whole thing.
The locals must keep their doors locked on their abodes, else their offspring will be a problem.
God. Yep. Just your, friendly, I don't know about friendly, neighborhood Biden. Yeah, and of course, 2030. Mom, why is our family rich? Because Dad never sold Bitcoin. Jesus. Of course, my net worth in crypto versus real life today. Yeah, pretty much. Didn't even buy food today. Just gonna skip on food. Potatoes today. Potatoes only, I say. Potatoes only. All right, let's see what else is going on. If I get ripped from crypto, I'm not telling anyone, but there will be signs, of course, the legendary signs. There'll be plenty of signs. Yep, that would definitely be one of them. Oh, God. You show them, Vader. You show them how much money you can blow on the ammo. And yeah, this was my favorite one. We showed this one the other day. Average crypto guys in 2050. Yep. Jesus. Oh yeah, there will definitely be signs. Yes. Supporting initiative projects and rock. Yada 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 yada. No more memes. No more memes. I guess that's all we get. Rock is about to explode. I have no idea what the hell that is. Some new crypto project maybe. Yeah. Imagine a kebab, but a good one for the people. Pork. What the hell? Yeah, they're really pushing a lot of nonsense right now. And of course we've got the Biden with Trump hat. Oh my God. Oh man, I don't know about these political memes anymore. Everyone was like talking about how these political memes were gonna be really good takeaways for the election. They don't look like they're working out very well. And then Peter Schiff and the future of digital gold is here. Oh great. Crypto digital gold, yay. All right, moving on to the normies and the searches for Google tonight. Thursday night football. As I say every single night, the normies love their football. Chad McQueen, Karate Kid, and I don't remember that actor, Chad McQueen. I forget which one that is. Is that the Karate Kid himself? I don't know. Earthquake in Los Angeles. Dang. Achane? Interesting. I'm not sure what that is. Sake. Jesus. Sake! Amazon Prime. With the price going up again? Oh, it's an October Prime Day coming up. Texas Slate football. Curry. Yum. Wait, no, that's not the good kind of curry. Apparently some sort of protests or, I don't know. Political nonsense. Pac-12, sports. The normies love their sports. Red Sox versus Yankees. Sports. Sports. Football. Bells crossing elementary. For I really hope that's not another shooting. Oh my God, this is just terrible. All right, so that wraps up the normies searches for the night. And of course, where's Bitcoin at with all the normie searches? Well, you can tell right there, it's pretty much flatlining. But we're gonna zoom in anyway. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin has been going flatlining. No one's paying attention when Bitcoin's down, but when it goes to the moon, you know they'll be here. They'll be here in droves. FOMO will be max. Max FOMO. Yeah. Moving on. All right, here we go. So, where are we at for the night for Bitcoin? Where are we? Where are we for the night? For the night? Before I do, I am going to bring up the honorable mentions to the top 5 on the year. Where the heck is my... Okay, it must be under all my stuff. Oh, there it is. Top 5 crypto assets still on the year are as follows. Bonk, sitting at 8,100%. Mantra, the first one that is not a meme coin, up 6,400%. Pepe up roughly 1,000%. And Floki up 685%. And Solana, the L1 emerging crypto number 3, sitting at 656%. You know what? You know what's right below that? You know what's right below that? Our boy JASMY coming in at around was it 450% still? It only shows me the top 5, so I'm just just mentioning it. Because I love JASMY so damn much. And we're still holding that 2 cent range, and we're looking pretty damn bullish, bouncing off key levels of support again and again and again, creating a new higher low. Most coins right now still don't hold a candle, in my opinion, to the potential of JASMY coin. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough. Shilling my own bags for the night. I mean, I do have a ton of coins, guys. I love our space so damn much. There's so many prospecting projects. I'm excited for all the use cases. It's exciting. Look at this. Oh my God, it looks very bullish for Bitcoin tonight. Holy crap. Looks like we've got a pretty strong bullish pendant already forming into the evening hours of Thursday night into Friday. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty good. We might actually, we might actually touch that 60K before the weekend. That'd be cool. It'd be cool to see that. All right, let's just kind of take a look as I clean up my charts here and see what we're looking at into the evening hours. Do what we do best, and we just kind of mark off the time frames and look at key market sentiment and kind of map out again. Doing pretty damn well, I think, myself. a little high again, the last one, but yeah, pretty damn good, I think. Identifying these key peaks. This is insane, man. I cannot believe. I'm on fire this week. On fire. Okay. Anyway, so some prediction fun for the evening. Where are we going? Well, 9 p.m. is right there. It's the first indicator, of course. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the beginning end for both sides of the world. For their market, the major markets opening, all the volatility, all the big money coming in those key time frames. The first one being 9, and the second one being 12 midnight in the United States. 12 p.m. on the other side of the world, vice versa for us here. And then the last one being 3 a.m., the last market moving time frame. So, yeah, if you can remember those three numbers, that basically 3, 12, 9, 3, 12, 9 every single day. Wait, was it 3, 12, 9? Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's 9, 3, 9, 12, 3, whatever. You guys want to know what I'm talking about. 3 a.m., 3 p.m. Anyway. So, that's what's happening. We're basically going to go through the entire thing as we do every night. We're going to look at, basically, taking a peek at the heat map for the evening, getting the general directional trends, and taking a look at the current shorts and longs that are in play. Looks like right now we've got bearish sentiment kind of building a little bit there. Will it be enough? Well, I still see a lot more buys in than lower levels down here. But yeah, it looks like, again, if we can break ahead of 58.4. If we can get bit through 58.5, basically, we are going to be punching closer and closer ever through to 59 and 60K, back into those ranges. And we just got to keep at least a 58K overnight. I mean, 59, even 57.9 to be bullish. I mean, really, that's all we really need for the evening hours. Here in about 10 minutes, we are going to get the close, and then, yeah, we'll see if it holds. But if I were to guess without seeing 9 p.m. roll out, I'd say we're probably just going to keep bouncing off here. Again, it looks like she's actually a little higher. Of course, I'm referring to Bitcoin-chan, our Bitcoin mascot, of course, on the channel. Of course, that's our Japanese Super Sentai, mascot. Anyway, so I think she's going to, yeah, probably just kind of continue on this range, bouncing up and down like we did predict last night, of course, breaking up and out into those ranges and then touching some key resistance and maybe bouncing off there and back and forth until we hit these other T time frames. We're going to just kind of map it out and see how that plays out. Without anyone buying anything crazy overnight, is pretty much is what happens, right? There's not that much volatility compared to the United States, but we can kind of map it out anyway. Anywho, so this is kind of what we're looking at, this pennant right here, very bullish. We just got to get above the huge levels of resistance, which is at 58.5. We got to break through 58.5. You can clearly see it. This is what we're seeing in the heat map. This is what we're seeing on the chart. And we touched it briefly right there, 58.6 today, in the highest volatility we had in the market open today, but that was it. We could not break above that wick in the afternoon when we retested it at the end of the market close in the United States. Anyway, so with that all being said, it's a mouthful, I know. I think we're just going to do this. We're going to come into here. We're going to get the market open for maybe a little bit of a dip down to touch that, and then kind of work our way back up a little bit, maybe touch back down, get a bit of a rally into the mid-afternoon overseas. Maybe retest that, see if we can break it. Odds are we're probably not going to do that. You never know. Sometimes you wake up to a really green morning. And it doesn't matter if we do or not. We're going to probably go back down here and then retest this at 3 a.m. I'm going to redraw. This is kind of messy. So something like that. Retouch, get knocked back down, retest. Again, 3 a.m. really strong. If we can't break it there, we're not breaking through. That's the last test at 3 a.m. For that 58.5 level. But yeah, if it happens, it happens. That's what we're looking at tonight. And then yeah, maybe we can get to the very edge of this and then see a breakup right before breakup or breakout. Right before the market opens in America, come back down, and then dump. That's what we do every day. We always dump the gains from the evening hours, or the early morning hours, of course, in the United States. I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's going to go back that far, but maybe we retest some of these other key levels and keep this macro trend going longer. So yeah, maybe that would be where we kind of land for the market open. That'll push us back down to 57.9. Basically where I said, when we looked at the heat map, was kind of our make it or break it zone. We just got to keep that line. If we can't keep that line tonight, it's going to be kind of meh tomorrow, right? Meh. So that's what I feel is going to do. That's what I see, right? This is what I just look. I play a game with this stuff, man. This is all game to me. we're up $50,000. We're down $70,000. I have fun either way. it's either a buying opportunity or it is a potential for more gains into the next year. So that's the way I look at it. Hope you guys had a great night. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing all the things. I cannot believe we reached 129 subs on the 129th live stream. I love how those numbers just kind of add up and work out that way. It's freaking awesome. And honestly, I'm humble. I'm happy. And I don't expect to ever blow out or get crazy here on the stream. But if we ever do, man. Ooh, we're going to be seeing some crazy things for the Crypto Otaku. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So that's my bullish stream, my super bullish, hey brother, stream for the night. Samson Mao, of course, keeping his $1 million prediction. Are you kidding me, man? It's insane. He's keeping his $1 million prediction, then, like in the thumbnail. In 2024, we'll see. It'll be fun either way. I'm excited. Hope you guys have your bags packed. Again, like I say every night, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid. Burn some bennies. Burn some actual bennies, and go buy some Bitcoin. Right? Go buy some Bitcoin. Throw $100 into Bitcoin right now before we take off to 100K. Maybe throw $100 into Sui, or some of these other big, large, promising, emerging projects that are going to be taking the world by storm here in 2025. Right now is the last chance you have to get into some of these projects. Don't sleep. All right. Definitely not going to be sleeping in the bull market. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys later. Have a great night. This is the Crypto Otaku signing out. Peace.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the agency informed the NASDAQ and the CBOE that BlackRock and Fidelity's proposals are insufficient.
We can make the dollar the most attractive currency by continuing to have the rule of law.
You always print money to do that.
I suppose it would diminish our status as the reserve currency.
Just shut up. There's no expectation of privacy above me in the sky.
So Bitcoin is the solution because you can buy Bitcoin right.
Oh no! We're gonna burn what's left of Benny! No, Benny! Oh no, my money! I would, I'd have a lot more money if I just stopped burning it. Later, guys. Later. Bet.